I started recording. Okay.
Okay.
So what we will do, we will start with serialization. Okay. Serialization. What is serialization? Why we need serialization? How to do the serialization? And we will see everything like how you are going to use the serialization. Like in practically, it's not theoretically.
Okay.
That is very important. Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start a new workspace for you. Okay. Serialization means if you see that so I think you said no, you already saw my videos. If you see
Yeah.
where the object will be created, in general object will be created in heap, correct?
Heap memory.
Heap memory. Inside the heap memory object will be created, correct?
Yeah.
And we have a garbage collector, meaning so we have a, this is called JVM. So inside the
Okay.
JVM you have a separate part called memory. So
Yeah.
JVM. So this is JVM. Inside that we have a heap. Heap means, so this is called heap. If you take your laptop, right? Now you are using laptop
Yeah.
or a system, right? So you have two
Yeah.
types of memory, correct? RAM and
Yeah.
hard disk.
Yeah.
RAM might be 1 GB, 2 GB, 3 GB, 4 GB, something like that, correct?
Yeah.
Hard disk means you may be like 1 TB or 500 GB, something like that. It's more memory. RAM is
Yeah.
having less memory, correct?
Yeah.
So that is the difference between main memory, primary memory, and secondary memory. So in the
Yeah.
similarly here also, whenever your Java application is running, so all the objects, this is your Java application, okay? So
Yeah.
all the objects, whatever you are creating, so that will be saved under heap,
Heap.
correct? So the object,
Yeah.
whatever you are trying to create, it will be saved under heap. And this is JVM.
Okay.
So inside the JVM, one particular portion is heap. So inside the
Okay.
heap, object will be created. If you say
Okay.
customer C equal to new customer, so that object will be created under heap.
Okay.
Okay, it's clear, right? Now, what I want to do, I want to transfer this object from one machine. So in your machine, JDK is already installed. So you have
Yeah.
your own JVM, correct?
Okay.
In my machine also, I have my own JVM.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my heap and this is your
Mm.
JVM and this is my JVM, correct?
Mm.
Now what I want to do, I want to transfer the object from one JVM to
Mm.
another JVM. Whatever you created
Mm-hmm.
an object, customer object, you are trying to transfer that object to my system.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So how to do that one? So how can we transfer that object from one machine to another machine?
Mm.
But in general, JVM will not allow this kind of operations.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is kind of a duplicate operation, right? What we are trying to do.
Mm. Yes.
Correct? Creating an object in one machine and transferring that object into another machine.
Yeah.
In general, JVM will not encourage this kind of a duplicate operations. Why? Because we are trying to do some illegal operations.
Mm-hmm.
So when we are doing this serialization, how we need to transfer the object one may JVM will not allow these kind of illegal operations. Why? Because object should be created only under heap always. It should not
Okay.
transfer from, it should not pick from the JVM. Correct? So
Okay.
this is a rule
Yeah.
basically. So say for instance, if you got a job, if you are working in a company, so what are the
Okay.
documents is there under office, you should not take out.
Okay.
You should not take out. They will not allow you to take out that object.
Yeah.
Sorry, the top documents. Why? Because that is very confidential documents, right?
Yeah.
So you should not take that confidential documents from office to
Yeah. Oh.
home. So that is one
Yeah.
of a kind of a security related stuff, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, so that is the main purpose. Meaning, if you want to transfer the object from one machine to another machine. So how to transfer it? But in general, JVM will not allow this kind of operation to transfer the
Yeah.
object from one machine to another machine.
Yeah.
So how we are going to transfer this object from one machine to another machine? That's so that we are going to see. So your workspace is there under so batch. But this is very important. Generally, people will ask only what is serialization, how to do the serialization. But now you have to understand
Yeah.
everything. So, okay, now, so this is your workspace. Okay, now what I'm
Okay.
do, I'm going to create a simple Java project. You know, right, how to create a Java project?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, file, new, then if you go here, right, you will see so many things. Go to other,
Yeah.
then select here
The
Java project. So every time I will type the program, I will show you. Okay. So that
okay.
if I'm doing any mistake, so that you will understand why the mistake happened. Correct?
Oh, okay.
So if you have any questions, you can stop there itself so that we will discuss.
Okay. Okay.
So far what I did, just I created
Project.
simple Java project, correct? Yes. So this is a simple Java project. So how inside the simple Java project, what I want to do, I want to create one simple main class, serialization manager kind of thing. So how to create a class? So inside SRC, just right click, new, and so we want to create a class, correct? So select
Yeah.
class. So give
Okay.
your class name, serialization manager. This is my class name. Okay.
Okay.
And we have to create some package is optional. It's good to
Hmm.
create a package, correct?
Yeah.
Dot test dot serialization. So when you are creating the package
Okay.
name should be in lowercase always. This is coding standards you have to follow.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and the class name should start with capital letter.
Okay.
Okay, package name should be always in lowercase. This is the coding standards.
Okay.
And class name should be always it should start with uppercase.
Okay.
Okay, now finish it. So it will create com.test.serialization and manager, correct?
Okay.
So inside that we want to write our programming, correct? So now
Yeah.
we want to write a main program, main. So just type main, control space bar. Did you see that shortcut?
Yeah.
So it will give you an
Yeah.
option. So you can select main method. So this default method will be generated, correct?
Yeah.
So inside that you can write your code. So far it's clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now what I want to do, I want to create a customer object. Simple customer class. Okay, let me create another class called customer or student. Let me create customer and finish it. So this is a different class.
Okay.
Okay, this is a different class, customer. Now I'm trying to create private string name. So this is one of
Okay.
the field for customer name and
Okay.
private string name email, correct?
Okay.
private string name, email, private string age. So these are the
Yeah.
three fields of the customer.
Okay.
Okay, now what I want to do, I want to initialize the fields. So how can we initialize the fields? By using constructor, correct? That is one way to
Yeah.
initialize. So what is the
Okay.
purpose of constructor? The purpose of constructor is to initialize the values of the attributes, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So now that is one way to initialize by using constructor is one way. Okay, and the second way is
Setter.
to write setter and getter, correct?
Yeah.
So this is second way to initialize the values. So now we will follow the setter and getter. You can use either one, either you can
Okay.
use only constructor, or you can use setter and getter, or you can use both also.
Okay.
So you can follow any one approach. Okay, say for instance, if you want to use both, so how to use it? So to initialize the values, you can use the constructor, correct? So how we are going to generate the constructor? So just right click
Okay.
here. If you see here, right, we'll see source, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
So select
Here
source
generate
and
setters.
come generate
Generate
setter and
settings.
getter.
Yeah.
Okay, select it and select all the fields whatever you need it
Okay.
and finish it. Correct? Now setter getter is generated. And if you want to format the code, Control A, Control Shift F. The code will be formatted.
Okay.
Correct? Now the code is in good shape.
Okay.
So now come back your serialization manager. So now first let me create an object for customer. So how to create it?
Using new operator.
Customer C equal to,
New customer.
correct? So this is the way to
Yeah.
create an object. Now object is created. Now I want to set the value. C dot set name. First name I am trying to set as a ABC. C dot set email I am giving as a ABC. The rate of email.com. C dot age I am giving as a 10. This customer, right? So make it 30. So now your object is ready, correct?
Yeah.
So now so far this object will be created under heap.
Okay.
Just now we created object, this object will be created under heap. Now what I
Yeah.
want to do, I want to save this object into one file, one text file or
Mm-hmm.
word file or any file. Then I want to transfer the file. I want to send the text file to you so that you
Mm-hmm.
can able to access the text file you will get in the email, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So you can use the
Yeah.
text file and you can able to retrieve the object back. So first
Okay.
what we will do, we will try to save the object into text file. So how to save it?
Okay.
So to save the object, what we have to do, you have to create a file.
Okay.
Correct. We need a file, right?
Yeah.
So what is the file name? I will give customer.text. You can give any name. I'm giving
Yeah.
customer.txt. Okay, file is ready. Now what we have to do, we have to write this customer object into the file system, correct?
File. Yeah.
So for that, what we have to do, file output stream. So this is an object, right?
Yeah.
correct? Now your
Yeah.
file output stream is ready. So okay, this file output stream constructor, it is throwing an exception called
Yeah.
file not
Yeah.
found. So what we have to do, we have to fix either by writing try catch or we have to throw the exception.
Throw exception. Yeah.
So always better, if at all if you are writing try catch, what you have to do,
Okay.
you have to throw the exception back.
Okay.
So whenever you are throwing the back, I mean whenever you are throwing the exception, then we have to write here, throw here, and here
Throws.
throws. Cool. So whenever you are
Okay.
catching the exception, we have to throw always back.
Okay.
Whenever you are writing try catch, you have to write throw exception so that other people can able to understand what happened exactly. If you are not rethrowing the exception, they will not get any exception back. So okay,
Yeah.
now
So,
yeah,
what is the use of throwing again? We wrote already try catch welcome.
yeah. Try catch, you are capturing the exception. Say for instance, so this method is using by somebody else.
Okay.
If something happened here, you have to throw the exception. Then they will see the exception. Otherwise, they will not see anything.
Okay.
Correct? If I am saying something, then you are responding back, right? Yes or no, right or wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If you are not saying
Okay.
anything, then I don't know what happened. I don't know whether you are listening or not. I don't know whether you can able to hear me or not. Correct?
Okay.
In the similar way, here something happened, some exception happened. We need to inform to the user who is calling this method. Correct?
Okay.
So if any
Yeah.
failure happened, they will understand something happened. This method is not executed properly. They will see some exception message. Correct?
Yeah.
So that is a coding standard. Always we have to throw the exception back.
Okay.
Clear, right? That's what we
Yeah.
have to throw. If you are not rethrowing, right? So users, whoever is calling this method, so they will not get anything. They will not get any exception handling. Meaning, even though its failure happened, they will not get any notification.
Yes, but here we can write file not instead of file not found exception, we can write exception now
You can write
directly.
your own exception. Where you are telling here?
Uh, in catch block. In
Yes,
catch
we should
block.
not write generic exception always.
Okay. Okay.
It is
Generic
a
is
specific, right?
yeah.
So you should not write a generic exception. Better write whatever exception you are trying to handle.
Yeah, but here we are throwing E, right? File not found exception E.
Yes, that
But
is
here
correct.
we throws.
So that is also you can make it. So this is perfect.
Okay.
It is clear, right now.
Yeah, the how it is E is correlated with the out of the catch block. It's
Okay, so E is an object type of,
yeah, file not found exception.
correct. So E is
Yeah.
of type
Okay.
file not found, right? So I'm writing same
Yeah.
thing. So here we need to
Okay.
write a type class name.
Okay. Okay.
Clear, right so far?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
So okay, now what I want to do, now I want to save this object into the file system. So how to write that one? File output stream dot write. Okay, now
Okay.
we have to use another object called
Yeah.
object output
Object
stream.
output
What is the
stream
purpose
to
of
the
this one? By using this, you can able to write what object into the file
objects.
system.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm going to use object output stream. If you
Yeah.
see this object output stream, it is having a constructor, correct? It is
Okay.
also throwing one exception called IO exception, correct?
Okay. Okay.
So you have to write one more exception block, catch block with IO exception.
Yeah.
So this is called as a
I will exception.
IO exception, correct? So whenever you are throwing an IO exception, we have to
We
keep
have
this
to
also.
throw.
We have to keep as part of throws also.
Yeah.
So far it's clear, right?
Yeah.
After that, from object output stream, so you can call a method called write object, then you can pass the object whatever you want to write.
Yeah.
So once your writing is done, we have to close the stream.
Okay.
Correct? Now you closed that stream. So now,
Yeah.
so this is object, it will be created under heap, and once the creation is done, then you are trying to write that object into the file system.
Yeah.
So now here, right here, one simple statement.
Object. Save.
Okay, object saved successfully, correct?
Okay.
So now let me run it. What will happen? Did you see that exception?
Yeah. It's not a serialization.
Yes, it is not serialization because you are trying to save
Yeah.
this object into the file system. So JVM will not allow these kind of operations. You are trying to
Yeah.
steal some data, correct?
Yeah.
So JVM will not allow these kind of duplicate operations or stealing operations. So to solve, we need to tell to the JVM, but still it is an illegal operation, but still I want to do it. So we need to
Yeah.
get some confirmation. So how to say like that? So come to your customer
The
class.
customer.
So what we have to,
So
we have to
declare
implement.
serializable.
Correct, yes. So serializable, it is just an interface. It doesn't having anything.
Yeah.
It don't have anything. It is this
Yeah.
serializable is a marker interface, meaning. So source code is not opening. Okay, fine. So this we'll see later. Okay, serializable is just an interface and it doesn't have anything. Did you see this?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you see anything?
It's a
Nothing is there.
marker.
Right? It's a
Abstract.
marker interface. Correct? It don't
Yeah.
have anything.
Yeah.
So the purpose of this one, if JVM will see an object in a class with subclass of serializable interface, then it will allow to create a duplicate object. Otherwise, it will not allow.
Okay.
Just to make you some hint to the JVM. That's what we are using this one. Otherwise, JVM will not allow to create a duplicate object. I mean that
Okay.
illegal operations. Correct?
Okay.
Now, did you see this a warning here?
Yeah.
So to fix this warning, just right click here, and here did you see second option, add generated serial version ID.
Version ID. Okay.
Yes, just click it here, and it will generate some number, alphanumeric line number.
Okay.
So what is the purpose of this one?
Yeah.
So when we are saving the object into the heap, when we are saving the object into the file system, it will be saved with this unique ID.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
It is kind of your secret code.
Yeah.
So this details, this object will be saved with this code, serial version ID.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me run it back. Now your object saved successfully, correct?
Successfully. Yeah.
Now go back here and just refresh your project. You will see one file. Did you see this?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you are not able to understand this one, right?
Yeah. We have to.
So this is the object we saved into this file.
Yeah.
Now if you want to read this object, I can send you this text file through email. See, if I copy this email, then I can able to send through email, right?
Yeah.
So then you can able to use it.
Okay.
So now we saved the object into the file system, correct?
Okay.
How
Okay.
to read it? So far we saved the object into the file system, correct?
Yeah.
So how we are going to read it? So to read it, right, what I'm trying to do, I'm going to comment out this code. I'm not going to use this code anymore. Okay. Now
Is
what
this a
I'll,
shortcut?
sorry? Yes, this is
This
a shortcut.
shortcut is
Yes, select control, I mean, you select the code, whatever you want to comment it out.
okay.
Control shift question mark. So this is,
Control plus shift plus question mark.
yes.
Okay.
If you press all three keywords together, then the selected code will be commented.
Okay. Okay.
Correct?
Yeah.
If same thing, if you want to uncheck this comment, control shift.
Okay.
So under below the tab, sorry, backspace key, you will see one more button, right? Or
Yeah.
or backslash. You need to press control shift backspace backslash icon. So then it will be uncomment automatically.
Okay. Okay.
So this is for comment and uncomment. Okay, now what I want to do, I want to read the object back.
Okay.
So did you see this? I commented everything, correct?
Okay.
So now what I want to do, I want to read the object back. So whatever the object I created, so that object is saved under now this text file, correct?
Okay.
So now the main object is there under customer.txt. Now I want to use this text file. I want to read my object back.
Okay.
So how to read that object back? So we need a file, correct? So file. And what is the file? What is the file name? Customer
Customer.
txt, correct?
Mm.
After that, file input. File input stream, correct?
Yeah.
After that, object.
Mm.
Okay. So far,
Yeah.
what we did, we are trying to read the file. Okay.
Yeah.
So we need a file input stream to read the file.
Yeah.
So that's what we are using, this one, file input stream. But so when we are reading data from the file, it is of type object, correct? It is not a normal text file. It is an object. So inside the text file, so there is an object. So you are not able to read the object directly. So we need a stream of type object input stream, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we are using, this object input stream. Now we have a object input stream dot read object. So inside
Yeah.
this object input stream class, there is a method called read object,
Read object.
correct? So when you are
Yeah.
trying to read this object, what kind of object you want to read? So what kind of object is there in customer, text file? It is of type customer, correct?
Yeah.
So we need to typecast it. Okay, so when we are reading the object, when we are calling the method called read object, so it will throw an exception type class not found.
Class not found.
So what we have to do, we have to write try catch, or we have to do throw exception, correct?
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
I will do throw
So,
exception. So it will be added here, correct?
okay.
So that if something happened here, user will get a message class not found.
Okay.
Yes. Now finally we got an object, correct?
Yeah.
So once you get the object, what we have to do? Object input stream dot close. So you can close the stream. Now system out dot customer. So try to retrieve the some information.
Yeah.
So now what I'm trying to do here, I got an object. I'm trying to see whether customer name is coming or not
Yeah.
from the object. Okay, now let me run it. Did you see this?
Okay. Yeah.
So did you see anywhere we commented all the
Yeah.
code, right? So
Yeah.
you can able to read the object perfectly, correct? Even
Yeah.
you can able to read it. If I give this piece of code in the chart, right? Anyway, I will give all these files. You can I will upload these files in your GitHub, so you can able to download these files.
Okay.
Okay, this is the way we used to do cloning, and we need to read the file back again.
Okay.
So why we need this concept, right? In general, when we are using this web services concept, right? So we need to transfer the objects from one system to another system, correct?
Yeah.
So directly you are not able to transfer the object without serialization concept. So we have to use
Okay.
the serialization concept. So then only you can able to transfer the object.
Yeah.
So the main purpose of the serialization is to transfer the object from one system to another system, or one JVM to another JVM. So they will ask the question like this. In a simple way, how to transfer object from one JVM to another JVM. They will not ask directly, they will ask indirectly.
Okay.
There is a two separate JVMs. So how we can able to transfer the object from one JVM to another JVM. So they will ask like this. This is one JVM and this is another JVM. So how to transfer object from here to here?
Okay.
So they will ask question mark. So by using serialization concept, we can able to transfer the objects from one JVM to another JVM. It is clear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now go back to our serialization. So I told you, right, we need to generate the serialization ID.
Yeah.
So what is the purpose of the serialization version ID? So when we are creating an object, so it will be saved. This number will be saved as part of your,
Yeah.
heap. So the object will be generated, and this object will be used while you are storing the object into the file system, correct?
Yeah.
In the similar way, when we are retrieving when we are retrieving your object back, right? So it is looking for same kind of object, whether inside the text file, do we have the same serialization number or not?
Yeah.
It is kind of key. So say for instance, if we have a house, right? So what you will do while you are going out, what you will do, you will lock it, right?
Yeah.
While coming back, you need same key, right? Otherwise you are not able to log in, right? It's mean you are not able to enter your house, correct?
Yeah.
If you have any something different key, can you able to log in?
No.
You are not able to enter your house, right? In the similar way,
Yeah.
here also it is kind of key. It will provide you some more security for your object.
Okay.
So that is the main purpose of this serialization. Say for instance, now I'm going to modify 6 to 7, correct? Now
Okay.
let me decrypt it. What will happen? Does it will work or not? Did you see this?
No. Yeah.
So it's invalid key, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm going to make it back 7 to 6.
6.
It's a valid perfect key, correct?
Okay.
Now let me run it. So now I can able to retrieve it back at any time.
Okay.
So this, if you want to read all the fields, what you have to do? Get name,
Get age, get email, everything.
get age, get email. So now I can read all the fields at any point of time. Let's see that
Okay.
age, email also came as part of serialization object.
Yeah.
So this is the main purpose of serialization, and in interview they will ask, so what is serial version ID also.
Okay.
So you need to tell this one, it's as part of serialization, the serialization version ID will be saved, and when you are trying to retrieve it back, so it will be used as part of deserialization.
Okay.
So far it's clear, right?
Yeah.
But still serialization having so many things. Say for instance, here you have a password.
Okay.
Private string password.
Mm.
Should we save the password in our text file? We should not, right? It's a security one, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I want to save all the fields, but I don't want to save password.
Yeah.
How to skip that particular field?
Yeah. We have to mark that some keyword is there.
Correct. Why? Because this is very confidential information. We should not save password
Yeah.
anywhere. So you have to keep password only in your mind.
Yeah.
You should not keep any text file. We should not write anywhere in your notebook or text pad or text file. Anywhere we should not write. So we have to keep this password only in your mind.
Okay.
But we should not allow serialization also. So
Okay.
to stop serialization, so what we have to do?
Static.
We have to make static.
Yeah.
This is one way to do it, or else we can make it as a transient.
Yeah.
So this one you can say password 1, this one you can say password 2. So
Okay.
two password fields. You can give the value, but it will not be saved.
Okay.
Now let me generate setter getter password 1 and password 2 and finish it. So now I have no, what I had to do, I had to regenerate the key again back,
Okay.
or else you can keep as it is also, no problem. So fine. So you can use any number, but when whatever number you are using as part of serialization, same number should be there when we are doing,
Okay.
when we are retrieving the object.
Okay.
So that is the main concept. Now let me comment out this code. Let me serialize it again back.
Okay.
So now I want to save, enter my password.
Okay.
Let me enter my password. The first one is password 1. This is my password. Okay.
Okay.
In the similar way, I am trying to enter password 2. The value is password 2. So okay, now my
Okay.
password is, it is there inside my object. Now let
Okay.
me serialize it. Now yes, serialization done, correct. Now let me
Yeah.
comment out this code that is commented. Now let me uncomment my deserialization.
Okay.
Now let me read this password 1 and 2.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm trying to read password 1 and password 2. Okay, let me read it.
Yeah.
What will happen, whether I'm getting or not. Did you see this?
Yeah.
So whatever fields you don't want to add as part of your serialization, you can make that one as a static or transient. So then what is the difference between static and transient?
Okay.
So now you understood, right, how to skip a field from the serialization. So you have to use either static or transient, correct?
Yeah.
Now say for instance, now for static field I'm giving you some default value,
Okay.
default one, some default value I'm giving. It is not a original password, some default value.
Okay.
So default 1 and default 2 is the default values for password 1 and password 2. Now let me serialize it back again. So what you will get. So if you want to save some default value, so you can use transient. So that is the main purpose. Now the password is here, what we are trying to give, password 1 and password 2, correct?
Yeah.
But we don't want to save that values because that is very confidential information. So object saved successfully. Now save it back. So now I commented serialization code. Now I am going to deserialize it. So now let me see what you are getting. The original password is password 1 and password 2, correct?
Yeah.
But we don't want to retrieve it back. Why? Because that is a confidential information. Did you see this? Password 1, what you are getting, default 1, correct?
Yeah.
But it is a useless, correct? The
Yeah.
original password is password 1, correct? It's not
Yeah.
a default one. So if you want to give some default value, then you can use serialize static. If you
Static.
don't want to give any default value also, then you can use transient.
Okay. Okay.
So this is the difference between static and transient fields.
Okay.
It's clear, right?
Yeah.
And rest of the fields you can see the exact values whatever user is typing.
Okay.
And now, so far it's clear, right?
Yeah.
If you have any questions, maybe you can ask
No.
tomorrow also, it's not a problem. You can practice it. So what I will do, this program, whatever I did typing, right? So that I'm
Yeah.
going to upload into GitHub. GitHub
Okay.
means you can create an account. It's an open tool. It's a free.
Okay.
So all the files will be there under GitHub. All the videos will be there under YouTube so that you can able to access from anywhere in the world.
Okay.
So GitHub is an open tool. So just you can create one account with your name. Even if you don't have account also, it's fine, no problem. I can just a minute, I can show you how to access it. So if you see here, you will see all the batch files.
Okay.
So all the batch files will be available here. So now I'm going to create another batch file for you. Core Java 6. So this is your folder. So repository will be created with this name. Now what I will do, just a second. Let me commit these files. First time I had to do this stuff. So this is the first time I had to do like this. So next time onwards, no need to spend this much time.
Okay.
So I can show you how to access the file so that you can able to do yourself. So we have developed this program, right?
Yeah.
Done. Okay, now if you come to this location, then you can see your files. Okay, now what we have to do, so I'll give one link.
Okay.
Just try to access it from your machine. Just can you able to access this link? Chart. Yeah, can you please click that link?
Yeah.
What you will see? Can you able to access this link?
Wait, sir. Yeah.
You can able to see the serialization, and you can see your all your SRC content, customer
No.
serialization.
Failed to let latest commit information.
You are not able to access?
No, sir, still it is loading.
Okay, okay, fine, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically we have to use here a GitHub. It's a different tool. Maybe I can tell you tomorrow how to use this tool exactly.
Okay.
Nowadays all company people 90% are using only GitHub. 90%
Okay.
of the people are using GitHub only.
Why, sir?
So this is very important because so whatever code you are developing, whatever code you are
Okay.
typing, so we need to save somewhere, right? We should not save in your local machine, correct?
Yeah.
If your local machine something hard disk got crashed, your files will be
Corrupted. Yeah.
corrupted. So
Yeah.
instead of saving all the files in your local machine, let's save into GitHub. It is a code repository basically. So all the code they can save, they can able to protect your code always.
Okay.
So okay, you no need to care about my files will be there or not. So even my all the training related stuff, I will keep under this.
Even photos or videos, everything you can save.
Yeah, you can keep anything. Not videos you can save under YouTube. So
Okay.
this is a kind of files, text files, Java files, whatever documents you have,
Okay.
you can save under here. So here I used to save all the files for all the batch people. So after 1 year they will come and they will ask, sir, can you please give me my batch
Okay.
files? So then I should not say I lost it, correct? So they can it
Okay.
will be there here always, so they can able to take it from here. Now your the link is working for you?
Yeah. I didn't check.
Yeah.
How to check, sir, where it is? I minimized actually. It is.
You minimized?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Yeah, so this is the one. So you see this location?
Yeah.
So do you see serialization one here?
Yeah.
Can you click this one? So this is your project basically. So SRC
Okay.
com tester. Click here and you will see your files, Java files.
Okay.
So this is your customer class.
Okay.
So this is one way to see. If you want to download as it is, so you have to use some git clone command, so that I can tell you tomorrow.
Yeah, there is cloner
Yes,
downloader
yes,
there.
yes. So yes, yes. So this is your Java class. For timing, maybe you can copy paste into your Eclipse this file content. You can able see,
Yeah.
right, the Java files.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I will do, I will upload this video in YouTube, and I will send you that link so that you can see the file and you can download it.
Okay.
It's clear, right, so far?
Yeah, it's clear, sir. But
Okay.
sir, from tomorrow you will solve those questions, right?
Yeah, from tomorrow we will see that problems. Yes. Okay.
Actually, the main intention is to solve coding. So how can I access coding? How
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah. I'll tell you
because
how to do that kind of question
okay,
tomorrow.
okay, sir.
Okay. Is that fine?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
we will
Okay.
connect tomorrow, same time, 7 o'clock. Not
Okay, sir.
7:30,
Fine, sir.
7 o'clock.
Okay, sir. That cloning part. I didn't explain.
Tomorrow I can tell you. Okay.
Okay, sir. I will read cloning part in internet.
Yeah,
So
if you try read, otherwise no problem. I can tell you from scratch how to use this GitHub tool exactly. But for time being, you can able to download. You can able to copy the code. Correct?
sir, first we have to sign up for GitHub, right?
Yes. Just create one account with your name by entering email ID and password. I can tell you tomorrow how to
Okay.
use it.
Okay, sir.
Tomorrow
Okay.
I can tell you. Maybe you can start day after. It's fine. No problem.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.